Hello, today we will be discussing butterflies. By the end of the video, you should be able to identify the environmental impact butterflies can have on your local area as well as your garden, and also receive some information on how to ensure that the butterflies will keep coming back to your garden year-round. First, we'll discuss why you should be attracting butterflies to your garden other than their natural beauty. While most people realize that bees are our #1 pollinator, a lot of individuals don't realize the various other insects that contribute a lot to the pollination of plants. These insects include the butterfly. While they feed on the nectar of a plant, they are collecting pollen on their legs and body, which then spreads during flight as well as onto other plants when they land. In addition, like other small insects, they're a great food supply for local wildlife, including birds and bats. They indicate a healthy ecosystem and contribute to the local diversity, which can be brought in naturally through the right kinds of flowers being planted, as well as supplementing things in, such as water sources. Butterflies are also a great natural source of pest control. Throughout their existence, they have evolved their defenses to ward away predators, which include harmful insects in your garden. They increase the chance of attracting helpful natural enemies, encourage plants and butterfly enemies to stay away from the blooms and crops that may be in your garden. Another great reason to be concerned about planting your garden around these butterflies, or at least having a section in your garden dedicated to the butterflies, is that butterflies aren't the only pollinators that are attracted to these particular plants. It will also attract bees and other insect pollinators, and this will increase the chances of a healthier, more bountiful garden, as well as help support local flora and fauna in your local area again. So say after all this, you've now decided you do want to attract more butterflies to your garden. Here's a few steps that you can take to ensure an increase in butterfly numbers. Butterflies should have a somewhat messy, crowded area of the garden where they are able to lay their eggs and that their larvae may be able to make cocoons in without it being disturbed by pruning or cleaning up. They will need a shallow water source and an area that is somewhat shaded to help keep that water cool, especially during the heat of the summer. This water source can also help with the other pollinators that may be in your garden, as well as help you attract birds in your local area. They are attracted to brightly colored plants and especially love species out of the aster, milkweed, and phlox families. Another common plant which is both attractive in the garden as well as easy to find are the Sheffield garden mums. They are perennials, they're vivid, they're a great garden addition, as well as the fireworks goldenrod, another brightly colored option which is also a perennial and would thrive in your garden year-round. On the other hand, some species of flowers or weeds may not be desirable in your garden, or you may not want them in the fields around you. Keep in mind that the larvae will feed on the plants which the adults are attracted to. By attracting butterflies to your area, you are also helping encourage population control of some unwanted field weeds or flowers, which may include things such as milkweeds, which grow naturally in areas such as Ohio and Kentucky. They will need a shallow water source and an area that is somewhat shaded to help keep that water cool, especially during the heat of the summer. This water source can also help with the other pollinators that may be in your garden, as well as help you attract birds in your local area. These are just a few examples of the mass benefit that butterfly populations can have in your area. On top of all this, you are also helping conserve a species and encourage them to keep coming back to an area where they can flourish. Butterflies travel very far and they can cover distances quickly. So you're not only helping the butterfly populations in your area, but also in the areas surrounding you and even further away than that. Butterflies are also known to travel out of state. They cross even into countries depending on the species. So you're helping an entire ecosystem, not just your own, when you're helping support these butterflies. I hope this video has helped you understand why your local butterfly population is so important, and that through this you can take steps to ensure that they are also coming to your garden and that you make an impact in that local ecosystem.